Okay, so for this video, we're going to be assessing gait as well as gait speed. So you can observe gait anywhere from the waiting room, bringing the patient back, to actual gait observations through walking down a hall, or like we're going to walk down the street. But when you're assessing gait, you want to be looking at not just the lower limbs where the ambulation is happening, but you want to look from head to toe. So you want to look to see the position of the head. You want to see the position of the shoulders. You want to look to see if they're adequately swinging their arms like we should all be doing when we walk. We want to see trunk rotation, pelvic rotation. We want to see if there's proper weight shifting. Are they weight shifting more to one side than the other? Do they have adequate hip flexion, hip extension, knee flexion, knee extension, plantar flexion? All those things lead to swing phases, stance phases, toe off, heel strike, all those kind of things. And we all know that those kind of things are real important to being able to walk, but also walk efficiently and at a lower energy expenditure. And so we want to be able to assess those abnormalities, or look to see if there are any abnormalities, why they're having those abnormalities, and what are the compensations that the patient is doing to compensate for them. But outside of that, we can also test for gait speed. Gait speed will give us a real good indication of the fall risk of the patient. So one test that we can use is the 10 meter gait assessment, or gait speed test. And so that is actually a 20 meter long test, but the first 5 is like the on-ramp for a highway. It's the speed up, while the last 5 is the off-ramp to slow down. So the time is only being taken in between the middle 10 meters. So I would instruct the patient from the first get-go, which is going to be here at this mailbox that you can't see, speed up as fast as they can in walking. We don't want to break stride. Once we hit what we have is a pumpkin, that's when we want to be at our maximum walk speed. And from there, I'm gonna instruct my patient to go to the very last cone, all the way through the second pumpkin that we have, because I don't want them to slow down before the pumpkin. So we want to finish through. Our 15 meter position in our test. So, do you understand what I'm asking?
Accelerate 10 meters as fast as I can, walk all the way through it, and then slow down after I've walked through the second one.
Perfect. We want to make sure that the patient understands what we're asking him to do, and he does. So I'm going to have you come this way and around, and on your go, we're going to go. Go. Perfect. And so with that, we're going to take the time that he spent walking in between our 5 and 15 meters, and we're going to divide that. So we're going to take the distance and we're going to divide it by the time that it took to go between the 2 pumpkins that we had. That will give us our meters per second, and then you compare that to the norms that have been set to see what kind of ambulation that the patient is able to do, whether it's community, homebound, all that kind of stuff. But other than that, that's it.